SLG. I'll be clear for now. RCWA.
Okay, subcommittee next. Yeah, take your time. And all, they're going to hear the net. Take it easy on Nick. This is just the beginning of his long day. KSFQV. You're going to hear the boredom breaker net in about a minute or two. He's going to connect it up. But take your last sip of waters and that. Well, not your last sip. Just make sure you have it there. So he's going to come over here, and he's going to push some buttons and make magic happen, and he's going to do the boredom breaker in that. So KSFQV.
This is KD8SLG. We'll be linking up to the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker net for the next couple of hours. I've got the first hour, KD8SLG. And Nancy KI5OZZ has the second hour. You're not only welcome, but encouraged to check in with both NCOs on their respective hours. That starts in about a minute and a half. Everyone, please stand by. KD8SLG, clear until net. QST, calling all amateurs to the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net, sponsored by the Rogers County Wireless Association, right here on the Claremore repeater 147090, Allstar Hub 49562, and Echolink N5XQK-R. First hour we're linked to Arkansas, Virginia, Ohio, and numerous other places. It's a big linked system. This net meets every day at noon until 2 Tulsa time, more or less, or until we run out of check-ins. NCOs change the top of each hour, and you're invited and welcome to check in with each of them. Your NCO today is Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Lima Golf, KD8SLG. My personal is Nick, November India Charlie Kilo. I'm in Glenmont, Ohio, coming to you by way of Allstar. As this is a link system, I ask that you do what Alex calls the link system two-step. Key up for a couple of seconds before you start talking. Hang on for a second or so after. We do want to hear everything you have to say. When checking in, please give your call sign twice, once phonetically and once alphabetically, alphanumerically, your name and location. This not only helps me ID you on the first try, it also gives my sausage fingers enough time to type you into NetLogger. NetLogger is a free program that we use to manage and track the multitudes that check in here. It's available on most platforms at netlogger.org. I encourage you to download and follow along. There is an AIM, almost instant message window, that we often refer to as the blue screen. There's information about the net to be found there, as well as conversations reflective of and often superfluous to net traffic. This is a controlled net. We ask that all traffic pass through net control. If there's any priority or emergency traffic, just say break, break. We'll do our best to help you out and put you in the right direction. Is there any emergency traffic at this time? That's the only time we like to hear awkward silence. If you're mobile or short time, please let me know when you check in, and I'll do my best to prioritize your callback. I did take a few early check-ins, so let me tell you who we've got on the list before we take the first round here. I got AB8MO, N5GLO, that's Andy and Bill, KE8TQR Keys, WB8CXO. He's in and out. He's streaming us on YouTube today. Thanks, Mike. AI5HV, Greg and Miss Judy, I got you in there, KI5VVE, and WAAKOC, I saw you in there, so I've got you on the list. Let's see who else is out there, and then I'll start working all y'all. This is KD8SLG, taking check-ins for the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net. I'm listening.
Kilo India 5, Zulu Delta Foxtrot, KI5 ZDF, Tim in Tulsa.
All right. That was interesting. Got KG4OYS. Kevin was in and out. He checked in on the blue screen. Thanks, Kevin. And I did pick up KI5ZDF Tim. Thanks for reg2.app. You're on the list. And KI5PNQ, I added you as well. I saw you sneak in there, buddy. So let's go up to the lunch table and talk to Andy to start the day. AB8MO, this is KD8SLG. How are you, Andy? What's going on?
KD8SLG from AB8MO at lunch table. Yeah, I actually just finished chowing down my sandwich. I was hungry, so I got in here about 10 minutes before 1. So still got a little time during my break, so I was going to make sure I had just enough time to talk. So here I am with a curtainless Wednesday. Isn't that amazing? So the curtain has been torn, and, well, you are it. So I'm sure you do a great job with the net in Dustin's absence. Yeah, that round of check-ins was very underwhelming, I thought, but hopefully it'll pick up. So typical fall day here in Middlefield, probably about the same down there in Glenmont. So try to get in tonight on the Beacon net, and hopefully we'll get the internet issue resolved on 0 and 5. It's been down, well, ever since the Amazon AWS crash happened. I didn't think we had anything to do with the Amazon Web Services, but maybe we do. I don't know. But hopefully we'll get that squared away here. And because a few people are missing the barometer net that can't quite make it down to Doylestown. So with that, I'll throw it back to you there, Just Nick. Thanks for picking up the net. KD8SLG from AB8MO.
AB8MO, KD8SLG, I've noticed that it hasn't been linked up for a couple of days, and I figured there was a reason for it. Thanks for letting me know. You know, it may just be something upstream from your internet connection using AWS, and you don't even know about it. So hopefully that all gets resolved, and you guys get that thing back on the air. We miss you on the 015. We're going to clear with AB8MO. Let's talk to Fred. Stay here in Ohio for a second. WA8KOC. This is KD8SLG. Good afternoon, Fred. How are things going for you? What do you got for us?
Well, good afternoon, Nick. KD8SLG, WA8KOC. This is 3 in a row. Last night, this morning, on the, what do you call that, the barometer net? My mind's fried right now. And now on the Boredom Breaker net. Good to hear you. As Andy said, you do a fine job as always. Thanks for taking my check-in. And I'll try and make contact with Ms. Nancy next hour. Take care of yourself. 7-3 to you and everybody else in here enjoying the net. KD8SLG, WA8KOC.
W8WKY.
That was my node IDing, in case anybody's wondering where I went. WA8KOC, thanks, Fred. Yeah, I had a good time on the ClubNet last night. I don't usually ask the extra question like Nancy does, but I thought that was a fun one. You have a great afternoon, and it was great talking to you this morning as well. We're going to clear WA at KOC. Let's go out to Oakhurst, Texas. N5GLO. This is KD8SLG. Are you on the porch today, Bill?
N5GLO net. Howdy, Nick. Yes, I'm on the porch, enjoying weather still in the 60s right now. Just barely getting to 70 right at the moment. It was 54 when I got up first this morning to get the grandkid off to school. I had a couple of little thoughts while you were doing the opening there. One of them is, you know, when you're asking at the net if there's any emergency traffic, I don't know that period of time when you get it as awkward silence, or is that then blessed silence? It's not that awkward silence you like, but that's the time when it's blessed silence. Just weird thought, I guess. The other one was you made me think of an old song from years back, because instead of saying Central Time, you used the phrase Tulsa Time, and you made me think of an old song. That's what happens when you're sitting here when you're an old fart. You think of old things. Other than that, having a good day. We're supposed to be having a pleasant day today and not getting too high. We're supposed to stay in the mid to lower 80s, and in fact, they're talking in a couple of days we may have a high only in the 70s. So it's definitely cooling off here, and having a good time, enjoying my porch, and just listening in on the traffic. So N5GLO, back at you.
N5GLO, KD8SLG. We got 47 degrees up here in Northeast Ohio. So we're down there too. It's actually gone down a degree, I think, since I got up. Very comfortable, good dog walking weather. And yeah, Tulsa time, man. That's a lot easier to say than Central Time. Man, calling for emergency. You know what? I think everybody used to try to fight and get in first and step all over each other. It turned into a mess, and now it's sort of like, nobody goes there anymore. It's too busy. How's that? Bill, have a great time. We'll talk to you later on. Hope to hear you tonight on the Beacon Net. We're going to clear with N5GLO. Let's go to Keith. KE8TQR. What's going on in Uniontown? How's the weather up there, Keith? What are you up to?
SLG, this is KE8TQR. Good afternoon, Nick. Thanks for getting me into your net. Do appreciate that. And good afternoon to everyone else here on the Boredom Breaker net. It's good to be with you all today. The weather up here is pretty much just as yours is, Nick. I don't know what the temperature is outside. It's cooler than it has been, but it looks like winter is knocking on our front door. So I've got everything taken care of outside that I want to do, and I'm just taking the day and got both feet up, and I'm just going to have a lazy day. So not much is going to get done around the QTH. I did do one thing this morning. I had to run out and make a trip out, and I'm back at the house, but not a lot more is going to get done. So it's going to be, let's play some radio, maybe spend some time on the computer. I'd go up and bug the wife, but she would probably just glare at me, and I don't need that, so I'll just stay here in the radio room. Anyway, that's about all I got. Just want to wish everyone a great afternoon, great evening, and a wonderful rest of the week. So I'll send this back to you, Nick. Fine job running the first hour. Good to hear you. And this is KE8TQR saying 73, and God bless.
KE8TQR, KD8SLG. All right there, Keith. Well, I can glare at you right through the radio here and save you a trip upstairs. How's that? You have a great afternoon, man. It's good talking to you. You haven't been around much. I've missed you. Going to clear with KE8TQR. Let's go to Greg. Out in Broken Arrow, I believe. Or he'll tell us where he is. AI5HV, KD8SLG. What's going on, Doc?
Good afternoon, Nick, and everyone else on the Boredom Breaker net. This is Greg, Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor in Broken Arrow. Want to thank you for proxying in Miss Judy, Kilo India 5, Victor Victor Echo. And we're having a pretty good day today so far. Trying to schedule an appointment to talked to somebody about the Medicare options, insurance options coverage for next year, and I've heard the plan I'm on is going away, so I figured I better check on that, and then following up with the car insurance people, make sure we're getting all the discounts we should be getting. So, but Nick, sorry I couldn't actually call in on the radio last night for the WKY net there. I was at the Tulsa Amateur Radio Club meeting and figured, well, the next best option for me to do is use rag2.app and check in remotely there. So I did want to ask you, though, Nick, how is your recovery coming from your ankle foot injury there?
AI5HV, KD8SLG. Oh, Greg, thanks for stopping by last night during the net. I did see you and get you on the list. I appreciate that. Thanks for the thoughts. And I'll let you know, I guess in December, what's going on with my foot. I got the nerve mapping thing done in June when I said everything wasn't quite right, and I was told I had to wait until basically the end of the year. We'll do that again and see if it got any better or not. So, there you go. I'm walking the dog about 2 miles every day. We got a nice hiking trail right back here. It's newly paved and wonderful. So I've been getting some exercise, and that's what I've been doing for my PT. Back to you, Greg.
Well, we'll definitely keep you in our thoughts and prayers with regard to your healing there. And glad you're able to get out and walk the dog. But I know it's got to be frustrating. You want to get back to things you were doing before your accident there. So anyway, just temperature here this morning was about 44 degrees here in Broken Arrow, and it's about 75, 76 now. So we've got our front and back door open, the screen open, so we can get some of that cool air in the house there. But don't really have much anything else to say, Nick, but I wanted to stop by and check in on your hour, and hope Dustin's doing okay. I know he normally, you and he kind of tag team the Wednesday first hour net there. So with that, I will say 73, Nick, and I will turn it back over to you. This is Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor.
AI5V8, KD8SLG. Oh, thanks a lot, Greg. And keep that door open. Let the dogs get some fresh air. And you mentioned in your first transmission that you had used Rag2 app. Speak of the devil, KI5ZDF. This is KD8SLG. Tim, how you doing?
KD8SLG in the net. Thanks for getting me in, man. I've been sick for the last 3 days. That's why my voice sounds like this. I think it sounds sexy. My wife disagrees. It just sounds sick. But it's good to hear everybody, and I just like checking in with everybody. So I don't really have anything. I pulled a small lawn worth of grass out of my flower bed just now. I don't know where all that came from. It looks better in the flower bed than it does on my actual lawn. That's it. It's pretty nice outside, 70 degrees, so I'm enjoying it. I'll send it back to you. Thanks for running the net, and talk to you next time. 73, KI5ZDF. Back to you.
KI5ZDF, KDSLD. I hope you're feeling better, Tim. And we'll just call it, you want to call it sick sexy or sexy sick? I don't know. We'll just leave that one alone. Have fun out there playing in the garden, making everything look glorious. We're going to clear the KI5ZDF. You're listening to the N5XUK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net. I'm KD8SLG, and next up on the list we've got Taco Tim, KI5TAQ. How you doing, Tim?
W8WKY.
Good afternoon, Nick. This is KI5TAQ, another Tim. So now you have the Tim and Tim show. Oh, I'm doing okay. Left like Greg, we've got the back door open and the little doggy's been running in and out. like Greg's Husky's been running in and out of his door. And we need to get our backyard chopped down. I might have to go over to the neighbor's house that's borrowing the lawnmower and see if I can help him get it started, or maybe get it back and put it to use and work on our yard. But besides that, I'll be getting ready to make myself not just lunch to go to the playground, but also get myself cleaned up and ready to go to that playground, and also stir some trouble with some feller that I would give a Disney name called Jack Sparrow, and stir trouble with him. I'll send it back to Net Control. This is KI5TAQ.
KI5TAQ KDSLG. All righty there, Talco Tamwa. You give Alan hell tonight for me if you would, please. We're going to clear with KI5TAQ. I've picked up K5CFY Ray, KC8FQV Mark, KC3LY. Oh, YL. Hold on. KC3YLX. Wow, Jason. I don't know why that one stuck me. He's in and out. KI5OZZ Nancy, KI5WDM Donald, and KC0LRM. I got them all off the blue screen, but I haven't called for check-ins in about 12 or so minutes. So anybody out there want to check in here on the N5XUK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net? This is KDSLG. I'm listening.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Delta Oscar Lima, KF8 DOL, Chris.
Kilo Oscar 4 Kilo Alpha Delta, Randy in Virginia.
Kilo India 5 Mike X-Ray Zulu Chuck Katusa.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Kilo Oscar, Nick in Akron, Ohio, in and out.
Sir, Mark in Wadburn, in and out.
KD8 SLG, this is Kilo Echo 8, Victor Quebec X-Ray, KE8 VQX, Joe, Akron, Ohio.
Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango, in and out, please.
Whiskey 8 Charlie Tango Mike, Carry at Portage Lakes, in and out.
Whiskey 5 Juliet Foxtrot Alpha, Roger, Malvern, Arkansas, in and out, no traffic.
All right, fine business. Let me tell you who I picked up there. See if I missed anything. We got N3MDC, Mike, KF8DOL, Chris, KO4KAD, Randy, KI5MXC, Chuck, and we had Nick at Night was in and out, KE8QAKO, thanks there, Nick. KE8SFS, Mark was in and out as well. KE8BQX, Joe, I got you on the list. KA8MNT, Tom, W8CTM, Gary, and W5JFA, Roger. They were all in and out. Thank you, Tom, Carrie, and Roger. Did I miss anybody?
Kilo Echo 8, Oscar Papa Tango, in and out.
Yeah, you guys weren't in there that first time, so anyway, I got a KE8OPT. That's coming up as Linda, Oscar Papa Tango. Did I get something wrong there? The KE8 station, please come back.
That's Kilo Echo 8, Oscar Papa Tango. You're correct, that is Linda.
right, I got you in there. Cool. All right, well, I'm going to work this list here. We got a good one going. All the way back up to the top to Mr. Ray, K5CFY. This is KD8SLG. How are you, Ray? What's going on?
KD8SLG in the net. This is K5CFY. Good afternoon there, Mr. Nick. Thanks for stepping up and doing the net for Mr. Dustin. Hope he's okay. Just doing something else probably. But anyway, fine business on the net last night and on the club net there, the W8WKY net there. And yeah, great numbers there. Looks like might be a good one here today as well. Anyway, I was going to check in a little later, but since you got me on the list there, I'd like to invite everybody to the Beacon Net every Sunday and Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 9 o'clock Tulsa time. Thanks to Silver Creek Amateur Radio Association for hosting the Beacon Net on their repeater, the W8WKY repeater on 147.390 and a CTS code of 114.8. They're on Allstar node 485-48496 and Echolink W8WKY-R. And as Nick so eloquently puts it, if you can get here, you can get there. Hope to see everybody tonight there. K5CFY. Back to you there, Nick.
K5CFY, KD8SLG. Thanks, Ray, because you knew I wasn't going to do that on my own hour. I appreciate it, man. And yeah, I'll be there tonight. And Dustin had an opportunity to help his buddy with some HVAC stuff. I guess they're putting in a furnace for somebody real quick. And that's a quick monies, and you can't say no to that. No, you can't. Thanks, Ray. We'll talk to you later on. Going to clear K5CFY. It's a net now. Let's talk to Mark, KC8FQE. This is KD8SLG. How are you, Mark?
Oh, I'm doing good, Nick. Yeah, the time was going quick today, and I was just watching the tech guy, Leo Laporte was another guy that did tech on PBS. No, Rich on tech. And then I said, oh, wait. And I didn't realize what time it was. I said, but when I threw the thing in, yeah, Nick, go ahead and finish up doing all, getting everything, whatever. And, yeah, he's going to be coming here. And I said, yeah, be easy on him. He's got a long day ahead of him. But, yeah, I was down there on Monday. Came through town there. Just a different part of the country. Our country, so there's so much here to do. I don't know why you really have to go over. See, although my aunt went over to Europe, or where was it, Europe, England, she flew over there. But she had someone, this is the thing, you know someone that has family there and that, you know, it does make sense. Because my sister went to Greece when she had a boyfriend from Findlay College, and he went back, you know, for the summer. She went over with them. So all we had to do was pay for the airfare, and then everything else was, you know, she was there with them. So, I mean, that you can't really not refuse to do something like that. So, you know, if you ever have, you know, not saying you specifically, but anyone ever had the opportunity to take a chance that it's never hurts. But we'll send it back your way, and I'll catch you tonight on the Beacon Net. And I'll stop at a few other nets. Yep, Wooster Group, 7 o'clock, the Food Net, QCWA here in Cleveland. So there's a lot of nets I'll check into. And there's the Cars Group up in Cleveland, 14682. And they are on the internet, too. So I'll send it back your way, Nick, KCFQV. A fun time playing at all them stores down there along that strip. KCFQV, back it comes.
KC8FQV, KD2SLG. Mark, I was having a hard time pulling your voice out of the voices behind you, but I think I got most of it. Yeah, I like shopping at that little shopping center too, buddy. Fun place to go. And always something to do. And yeah, I know I'll be bumping into you in a few other nets tonight. We're going to clear with KC8FQV. I got Nancy up next, and I wanted to alert KE8UIB, John, KE8UIB. I'm going to get you after Nancy here, so stand by. KI5 OZZ, it's KDSLG, here at NCO next hour. How you doing, Nancy?
KD8SLG and the rest of the Boredom Breaker netizens, good afternoon from KI5OZZ out here in Peggs, Oklahoma, where it's sunshiny and 63 degrees, but the sun sure feels good. Hopefully expecting some rain tomorrow night and or into Friday, so that'll be good for the garden and etc., especially the dirt works. That has turned into concrete since our last little bit of rain. So I can finish up the landscape terracing project and hopefully get the beds amended pretty quick, etc. But I'm going to grab me a quick bite to eat and let you have it until the top of the hour. I'll see you then. KI5 OCZ.
All right, Nancy, you have a bite for me, too, and I'll be ready for you at the top of the hour. Everybody's ready to talk to you. Going to clear with KI5OZZ. See you in about 32 minutes. Let's bounce back to Ohio here and grab John. It's a big W. KE8UIB, KD2SLG. How are you, John?
Chilly and my butthole's burning.
KD8SLG from KD8UIB. All right, I don't know what the extra key up was there, but just want to chime in, say hello to everybody on this wonderful Wednesday afternoon as I'm working away here in good old Hartsville, Ohio, and it's just a busy one, you guys. So chime in, say hello real quick. Thanks for getting me in, Nick. I highly appreciate it. With that, you guys, this is KD8UIB. I'll hand this back over to Net. 7-3, y'all.
KE8UIB, KD2SLG. Thanks for stopping by, John. I'm a little slow on the uptake there from the dashboard today. You know, I only got so many hands and screens and things. I know you're working hard, man. You got an order to fill for SARA Club right now. Looking forward to it. We're going to clear with KE8UIB. Let's go to Oklahoma and talk to Donald. He's been doing the Friday afternoon thing. I've been checking in with him. KI5WDM. This is KDSLG. How are you, Donald?
Well, this is Kilo India 5 Whiskey Delta Mike, Donald up in the Osage. Good afternoon, Mr. Nick. Yeah, I appreciate you checking in when you do, too. And I love listening to you host the net. I tell you handle every job that comes up just smooth as melted butter, my friend. Man, I love it. Maybe if I do this long enough, I can get a little bit better and be half as professional as you are on this radio, even though we are amateurs, and you got it going. Other than that, nothing going on. I'm a little bit tired from running the wife around the doctor's yesterday. Didn't get to bed till late, got up late. So I think it's just going to be a lazy day today. Perfect weather for it. Nick, appreciate you hosting, my friends. We'll talk at you later. This is KI5WDM on the side.
I had to stop giggling before I picked up there. You threw words like professional in there. Thanks for flowers, Donald. Hey, you've been doing a good job there on Friday afternoons, man. It's fun. It's fun to talk to everybody. You know, I'm usually behind the scenes and just punching keys for Dustin, and I'm good with that because, you know, I can do this for only so long before the real me starts poking through. We'll see you Friday afternoon, if not sooner, Donald. We're going to clear at KI5WDM. Let's go out to Tulsa and talk to Kelly, KC0LRM, KDSLG. How are you, Kelly?
KDSLG. I was about to say EPC, but I had to clear that up. All right. Doing pretty good on this end here, just at work, and I'd actually remember you were running the net, so it's Wednesday, so I'm going to try to get around and catch you. Not a lot going on this evening. I'll definitely hear this evening unless, God willing. Yeah, definitely thanks for Donald. He does a great job there on Fridays. I try to catch him on the way out of town there. So, but everybody have a good one out there. I'll probably hear from you all this evening, and I'm going to hit back to the grindstone. All right, back to you, Nick. Have a good day.
KC0LRM, KDSLG. Oh, great afternoon there, Kelly. Thanks for stopping by. We will be listening for you tonight. And, going back to what Donald was saying before, I love my half-hour pre-show because you know what? For a half hour, I can keep it up. Not so much for an hour anymore, man. I got to fake it. We're going to clear with KC0LRM. Let's talk to Michael in North Carolina. Getting ready for his trip still, I bet. N3MDC, KDSLG. How are you, Mike?
I'm doing pretty good, Nick. I just talked to my brother earlier. He has talked to American Airlines when I'm traveling on to Florida. He's talked to them, and he's going to be able to take me to my plane. I don't know. Hopefully, he will be able to. I know some airports won't let passengers take traveling people to their planes. I mean, They let my mom do that when I still lived in Colorado. I traveled back and forth from Denver. I know they let her do that. You have to have special permission to do that. So he called American Airlines and asked them if they could do that. And they said possibly. Yeah, they said yes. So he'll be able to hopefully do that when we get to the airport and give me the TSA. But if not, he's going to have an escort take me to my plane. But if the TSA is able to let him take me to my plane, we'll probably get a little bite of food, and then I won't be by myself when I get to my plane. I'll have somebody to sit there with and talk to till I board and head down to Florida. So great news for that, because, Nick, I am special needs, and I have a lot of issues, disabilities, and an anxiety problem. So I've already told that to American Airlines. So hopefully my brother can take me to my plane and sit there with me for a while until I have to take off. But that, Nick, I'll turn it back to you, and hopefully we'll talk to y'all tomorrow. This is N3MDC. Back to you.
N3MDC, KDSLG. Mike, I trust everyone will do their best to get everything together for you, and it'll all go well. But man, I can't think a plane is a hell of a place to have anxiety. You'll be great, Mike. We're going to clear with N3MDC. You're listening to the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net. I'm KD8SLG. And next on the list, we've got Chris in Ohio. KF8DOL. This is KDSLG. How are you, Chris? What's going on?
LG, this is KF8DOL. I'm doing pretty good. It's been a minute since I've been on the radio waves, but finally got my antenna fixed on my car here. Going down to DX Engineering to pick up some pieces and parts to fix my home antenna. I was pretty happy to have somebody, picked up somebody, I believe that was from Australia this morning on the 20-meter band. Couldn't get their call sign, but it definitely sounded Australian-like. Other than that, just having some fun. Wish the weather was a little warmer, but I guess I'll take what I can. And it'd be really nice if the semi next to me would merge properly, but whatever. But yeah, thanks for letting me use the net here, and I'll send it back to you. KF8DOL 73.
W8WKY.
There's my node ID again. All right, well, I hope that merging went well, and enjoy your trip there to Mecca. It is so fabulous having DX Engineering in driving distance up here in Northeast Ohio. Is it not? Yes, it is. You drive safe there, Chris, and sounded great coming in from your mobile there. We're going to clear with KF8DOL. Let's go to Randy in Virginia at KO4KAD. It's KDSLG. What's going on, Randy?
Yeah, good afternoon, Net Control and everybody on the net. This is KO4KAD, Randy here, just outside of Richmond, Virginia. Beautiful day out here. Doing that four-letter word work, kind of doing that today. Taking a little radio break. Haven't been able to check into this net in a while because of work. And just taking a break. So, yeah, I thought I'd get in here and say hello to everybody and listen in on the net. And thanks for picking me up. And I'll turn it back to Net Control. 7-3 from KO4 KAD.
KO4KAD. Well, Randy, thanks for checking in from Virginia today. It has been a minute. Glad you got a moment to take off today and check in with us and say hi. Come back again. We're here every day. We're going to clear with KO4KAD. And let's go to Chuck in Catoosa, KI5MXC. KDSLG, how are you, Chuck? What's going on?
Oh, not much. First off, Donald, you do a great job on the net. Second, if I lived next to DX Engineering, my wife would divorce me, and I'm still trying to learn how to remote 7300 through my laptop. It's almost about hammer time. Kilo India 5, Mike X-Ray Zulu, back to Net Control.
KI5MXC, KD8SLG. Wow, first let me say, yes, Donald's been doing a great job. Two, living close to DX Engineering is awesome. And, you know, the nice thing is you can use cash there, so there's no record of it, you know, per se, that comes in the mail. And, you know, there's that. We'll just leave that there. As far as getting the 7300 working with remote control, my experience with, I have none with the 7300. My experience with the 991A, getting it to work with like the FT8 stuff, the remote control, a lot of it's just hit and miss. You go into each of those dialog boxes and change one setting, go back, try it, see if it works. Lots of YouTube videos out there, but they never seem to, there's always, you know, one piece in one video you need to see that's going to get you over the hump, and then suddenly it'll work and you'll have at it, keep at it. We're going to clear with KI5MXC, KD8SLG, with the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net. Next on the list, we got Joe in Ohio, KE8VQX, KDSLG. How are you, Joe? What's going on?
KD8SLG, this is KE8VQX. Hello, Nick, and hello, all the Boredom Breaker netizens. Great news, Nick. I got NetLogger to run. Now I just have to find this legendary blue screen someplace. Not asking for technical support at all. Anyway, not much going on in between my domestic and administrative duties. Been able to play some radio today, so glad to be able to do that. Anyway, I'll give it back to you, Nick. This is KE8VQX, back to KD8SLG.
KE8VQX, KD8SLG. Fine business, man. It's been good hearing you on the radio. And getting NetLogger working is a good thing. I'll be looking for you in the blue screen. And Nancy, let me know if I fixed the buzz in the blue screen, if you would, please. We're going to clear with KE8VQX. Let's go to Lena in Ohio, Canton. KE8OPT, KD8SLG. How you doing today? What's going on in Canton? KE8OPT, KDSLG, you still out there?
KE8SLG, KE8OPT. We're getting out of range, and I'm on a handheld, so 7-3s, everybody.
All right, we had a full copy on you there. Sorry, I didn't realize you were mobile before. I would have gotten you in there real quick. We got a full copy. Thanks for being here. We're going to clear with KE8OPT. Let's go to Lloyd in Kansas, KC5 FM, KD8SLG. How are you, Lloyd? What's going on out there? What do you got for us?
This is KC5 FM, coming to you live in living color from Cali County, Kansas. And Daryl is going to be talking about his M1KE, and I'm happy he got it. Weather-wise, we got rid of the cold. Arcalalas this weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in our Kansas City, Kansas, calling on up. It's a big straight party with food, vendors, and games and rides. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in our Kansas City, Kansas. So if you leave now, people in Ohio, you can be here before the weekend's over. So come on down and see us. In the Gulf, we still have Tropical Storm Melissa disorganized, drifting to the west. And that's pretty much expected to be a storm. We don't know how soon or if it will be a hurricane, but it certainly is a tropical storm with lots of rain. Hope everybody has a blessed week. Nick, thanks for calling the net. Go ahead and pick up Daryl. He wants to talk about his M1KE device. I bet you he does. Anyway, thanks for picking me up, Nick. KC5 FM. Over.
KC5 FM, KD8SLG. Lloyd, it's always a pleasure talking to you. And Daryl does just happen to be up next on the list. We'll see what he's got to say. Thanks for being here, Lloyd. We'll talk to you next time. I'm going to clear with KC5 FM. Let's talk to Daryl in Arkansas. N5VLZ. It's KD8SLG. Go, Daryl.
All right, let's try this. KD8SLG in the net from N5VLZ, Daryl Little Rock. Good afternoon, all. Now, I've gotten a call from a healthcare station. Well, they're not going to be able to get me into it. That's all right. I'll just get the flu shot next week. Looks like I'm not. Let me try again. Is somebody done with me, or I'm not getting in? All right, let me try that again. Maybe I should have gone in via the M1KE Allstar. Ran the Handicaps net via the Allstar connection on the M1KE yesterday. The regular net control had a dental appointment, and so he was not able to make it, understandably so. But was glad to be able to do that. Watching the tropics for Melissa, what she might do. The GFS and the Euro are completely different where she's going to end up, but going to be a bear for some of those areas. Like, well, if it hits Haiti and the Dominican Republic, blow them out there, they're going to have terrible flooding and mudslides down there. Looks like we're going to have some more storms coming up later this week and into next week. We've had 60 tornadoes in Arkansas this year. Our yearly average is 35, so we're way above that. We might get some more. So, folks, go to my bio on QRZ, click on the hyperlink for a list of D-Star, D-Rats, and Echolink nets in Excel or PDF format in the 4 U.S. time zones plus ham radio PDF files. Unfortunately, no end in sight to the government shutdown thing, so you can't get an FRN or a new, renewed, or upgraded license processed or a call sign change process with the FCC until they open up. Although I thought the term government shutdown was redundant. Hi. And Lloyd, let me know if the Sunflower net needs to, the on-air portion needs to go by the boards on Saturday, because of Melissa. I'll still do the email and Facebook check-in this morning, but keep me posted on that if you would, please, sir. Anyway, thanks for doing that. Thanks for picking me up. I'm going to go get something to eat and get back to work onto the computer. KD8SLG and the Boredom Breakers from N5VLZ, Darrell, Little Rock. Back to net.
All right, Darrell, a lot to unpack in there. Always a lot of information with you. Thanks, man, and enjoy your lunch. We're going to clear with N5VLZ. We got N5 KBD. Pete was in and out. Thanks, Pete. I'm at the bottom of the list. I'm looking for some check-ins. This is KD8SLG. I'm listening.
NHI, November Hotel.
Delta 5, Alpha Foxtrot Sierra.
HNK, Mobile. Italy, Charlie Tango, N4I, Virginia. November Hotel, India.
Whiskey 8, Juliet Alpha X-Ray, W8, JAX. Name here is Rod, Jacksonville, Florida.
All right, that's a complete mess. Let me tell you who I got, and then we'll clean this up, hopefully. Got KD5 AFS is in there at the beginning. Double with somebody. I pulled you out, Grant. N4 ITC, I believe. N4 ITC, I believe. And W8 JAX. I got you at the end there, Rod. Everything else, I heard someone from Virginia. I heard, I think, an NH. The stations I missed only, please. Why don't you all give it a try? Let's start with the Virginia one. Virginia, go.
Doorway 4, Italy, Charlie Tango, India, Charlie Tango, N4 ICT, Bob, in Glen Allen, Virginia.
Thank you, Bob. That clears up 2 slots in one shot. Good man. All right. Thank you. N4ICT, I got you, Bob. A little dyslexia or something coming in there. Who else did I miss there? Please come now.
KK4 NHI, November Hotel, India.
Near Palm Springs, California. Stormy.
Okay, Stormy, please. Stormy, real quick, give me your call sign phonetically.
Watt, Foxtrot 6, Bravo, Mexico. Kilowatt, Foxtrot 6, Bravo, Mike.
It's 6 p.m. I got you there, Stormy. And the NHI station, come back twice. I still can't get your prefix out of that. Sorry, I'm on an HT.
It's Kilo 4, November Hotel, India, KK4, November Hotel, India,
K4 NHI, Tim, I got you that time. Thanks, man. All right, let's work this list. KD5 AFS, Grant, good afternoon. Finally got to you. How you doing, man? What's going on out there?
Well, KD8SLG, KD5AFS, good afternoon, Nick, and howdy, everybody. Not a lot going on here today. Beautiful afternoon. Light winds, 74 degrees. We were down to about 46 this morning, so it's warming up nicely. And other than that, not a lot going on. I decided to get out of the house, Nick, and I ran over to Claremore and made about 2 laps around the Harbor Freight store. I did real good, Nick. I got out of there, only spent $10. So, it's gone a lot worse sometimes when I go in there. But anyhow, just had a little drive, and that's pretty much about all that's going on here, Nick. Just wanted to check in and say hi, and thank you for picking me up. And with that, I'll send it back to Nick. KD5 AFS.
KD5 K85 AFS, KD8SLG. All right, Grant, a little time at the Harbor Freight. Couple laps, sort of like mall walking, getting your exercise in. Out the door for $10. That's a good deal. You have a great day, Grant. We'll talk to you later on. Going to clear with KD5 AFS to talk to Stormy KF6 Bravo, Mike. Sorry about that, Stormy. If I were just listening and typing, I would have been able to pull it out and piece it together. Good to have you here today. What's going on out there in California?
Afternoon to you. It's still morning here in California, and you know, after listening to everybody brag about their weather, I just got to do the same thing. We have a beautiful Chamber of Commerce day today, nothing but blue sky. Had a few clouds yesterday. They were our friends. We named them. They went away. Running about 85 degrees with 5 miles an hour wind. So beautiful, beautiful desert day. We're starting our summer right now. Typically, I tell people we have about 8 months of summer, then 4 months it's just hotter than you know where. And we like this time of year. We even get a little rain once in a while, maybe up to as much as 3 inches in the whole year. Anyway, that's about it. Kind of chasing the XYL K6 BSC around the house because she's got Thanksgiving on her mind, and carpet cleaning and window washing and all that stuff to impress the relatives. I figure if I give them a couple of beers, they won't care. With that, I'll turn it back to you and wish everybody on the net a good morning or afternoon, and enjoy you picking me up. Thank you, sir. KO6BM.
KF6PM, KDSLG. It's good talking to you too, Stormy. And sounds like a great day there in the desert. And I like how you clean with a couple of beers. Good call. Excuse me. You have a great one there, Stormy. We'll talk to you next time. Going to clear with KF6PM. Next up, we got Bob in Virginia. N4ICT. Thanks for clearing that up for me, Bob. What's going on in Virginia today?
Well, good afternoon. Nice to hear you on this afternoon. You ought to come out from behind that keyboard more often. It's pretty pleasant there on the net, Nick. Not much going on here. It's a nice sunny day, about 68, 69 degrees here in the west end of Richmond, which is actually Glen Allen. And it was good to hear my old buddy Randy in there this afternoon. That radio. We're just about over it. Got a doctor visit to go to later on, about 4 o'clock, so we're just got the afternoon all planned out. Nick, we just want to get in for the numbers. Thank you, and we'll let you carry on. N4ICT, over.
N4ICT, KD8SLG. Well, thank you, Bob. And it's fun to come out and talk to everybody every once in a while, too, to be honest with you. You got your afternoon planned? You have at it. Stop by next time when you're out and about. You dropped out a couple of times there. I missed a few words, but it was pretty stable. Thanks, Bob. Have a great day. We're going to clear with N4ICT. Let's go down to Jacksonville, Florida. Check in with Rod, W8JAX, KDSLG. How are you, Rod? What's going on?
W8WKY.
Well, good afternoon there, Just Nick, and all on the Boredom Breaker net. This is W8JAX and Portable Pedestrian. I have someone else here who's walking with me.
Good afternoon, Nick. This is K8JAX, and we're having a beautiful day here. The sun's shining, and I think it's like 75 or 76 degrees. So hope you're having a nice day up there as well. Tell Audrey we said hello.
Yeah, we have bright sunny skies here in Jacksonville, and like Wendy said, 76 degrees. And the Navy Top Guns are out down here today. They were flying their fighter jets overhead earlier today, and we had some Seahawk helicopters just to fly over us here moments ago, and so the Navy's doing lots of practice above us here. So Anyway, with that, we'll turn it back to the net there. Everyone have a great afternoon. WHJAX, portable pedestrian will be clear.
W8JAX, K8JAX, Rod and Wendy. You know, I hear you guys pretty much every morning, and, you know, that's the way it always was. But when I really, really miss you guys is club meetings. You guys were always just so nice to have a club meeting. We just had one, and I missed you this one. I really did. You guys have a great afternoon. Enjoy walking K9 LUCY. We'll talk to you in the morning. And speaking of mornings, I'm going to ambush somebody here. I saw him hook up. KC1VQS. KC1VQS. Paul, this is KD8SLG. What's going on in Maine, Paul?
Hey, good afternoon, Nick. Yeah, rain and wind is the story of our afternoon here in Maine. And we've gotten a fair amount of rain, too. More than I think they predicted. They didn't predict the wind, though. But it's taking all of our leaves. So I have a wet lawn of leaves to clean up when this finally dries up. Anyway, it's good exercise. The pop does not want to go out. And I had to force the issue just a little while ago, and we both got wet. So we've dried off, and I guess that's the story of how a dog's life goes. She's a fair weather dog, what can I say? Anyway, thanks for taking my check-in and noticing me logging on. And I'll we'll talk with you down the log. This is KC1DQS, back to net.
KC1VQS and KD8SLG. Great talking to you, Direct Paul. You know, you're another one I hear every morning. I don't always get to talk to. So, good chatting with you. You have fun up there in Maine. And, yeah, it's a little windy and rainy down here, too. We're going to clear with KC1VQS. I'm going to make one more ambush call here. I only got a minute left. Let's see if Alex is out there. K5AVF. It's KD8SLG. Get out there, Alex. Oh, I guess not.
WB9CST.
All right. Well, my time is dwindling away here. If I call for check-ins, I'll get 8 or 10 of them. So I'm going to call for Nancy, and we'll do a nice easy pass here. KI5OZZ, this is KD8SLG. You out there and ready to rock and roll, Nancy?
KK4NHI, I've been trying to check in 5 or 6 times, and then keep getting stepped on, and yep. Let you guys know. KK4NHI.
And WB9CST has also been stepped on.
Keying up during a handoff from NCO to NCOs. KI5OZZ, it's KD8SLG. You out there, Nancy?
KD8SLG, I am now after I got run over, and then my node decided to stick its nose in the business, so there you go. I'll hand it back to you so you can close off and have a wonderful rest of your afternoon.
I'd like to thank everybody who participated in the first hour of the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net with me today. We had a blast. It's 39 check-ins. It's not too shabby for an hour. Those of you who have trouble getting in, I'm sorry. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and I'm wearing milk bone underwear. Be patient. Try again. And we'll talk to y'all later on. Nancy, have a great net. We'll see you tonight on the Beacon Net. KI5OZZ is KD8SLG.
Fine business as always, Nick, and looking forward to the Beacon Net this evening. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kilo India 5, Oscar Zulu Zulu, KI5 OZZ, the Oz. The handle is Nancy, November Alpha, November Charlie Yankee. I'll be your net control, and I would like to remind you all traffic must pass through net control. Let's kick it off this afternoon with the national days. Let's see, I've got several of them here. It is National Caps Lock Day, so that's great for us net controllers in the Blue Room and on the NetLogger. National Tavern Style Pizza Day, National Medical Assistant Appreciation Day, National Nuts Day, National Color Day, and National Not to be left out, National Make a Dog's Day week. So save some milk bones for the dog there, Nick, whether they're underwear or otherwise. Hi. Let's take some check-ins. Please come with your call phonetically and alphabetically. I'm listening.
November Hotel NHI.
Whiskey Alpha 8, Kilo Oscar Charlie, WA8KOC, Fred, Akron, Echolink, Mobile, and I'll be in and out this afternoon, Nancy. I hope you have a great net. It's always good to hear from you. KI5OZZ, WA8KOC, 73.
KC8, Fox Queen Victor. Good afternoon, Nancy. Mark in Ohio, KCFQV.
Norway 4, Italy Charlie Tango, and for ICD Bob in Virginia, in and out.
CST, short time.
Well, I got a few there. The very first station, you were really down in the noise. I got a November Hotel India. If you come back one more time with your call for me, please. November Hotel India call. Barely pulled you out of the noise there. Kilo Juliet 4, November Hotel India. Where are you calling in from?
Hey, I'll just get in and out. I've been stepped on 5 or 6 times. I'm in Farley, Tennessee. I'm using a repeater in Marion, Arkansas. 14715. It's Kilo 4, November Hotel India. And I will be in and out because I've been stepped on and yep.
Okay, yeah, Kilo 4 NHI got you in there, and you did sound a little bit better with that last transmission, so maybe you're turned towards the repeater or a little closer to it, whatever you're doing. It sounded a little bit better. Thanks for calling in. Let's see, I also got WA8KOC, Fred with the in and out. Thank you for that. I've got KC8FQV, Mark, pick you up in a minute. N4ICP, I believe that was Bob. Is that correct? I'll come back to you here in a minute. I believe there was a Sierra Tango call that said short time. Can you come back with your call, please?
W8WKY.
Whiskey Bravo 9, Charlie Sierra Papa, WB9 Chicago Style Pizza, Richard in Texas.
Richard, I heard you under there a couple of times, but I just couldn't pull your call all the way out. Were you short time? Go ahead.
Roger that, I am.
Well, I'll let you go ahead and make your comments then. WB9 Chicago Style Pizza.
Yeah, thanks, Nancy, WB9CST. And, yeah, the KK4 station, yeah, I got stepped on a couple times, too, so it's okay. Yeah, just I'm getting ready to go do some stuff here. Wanted to say hello. And other than that, it's a nice day up down here in Paris, Texas. It's 78 degrees, so we're just a little bit warmer than Florida, and there's another nice breeze today. So back to you, and good job running the net. WB9, Chicago Style Pizza. Oh, one other thing. I checked into my first RTTY net last night on the 3906 net. So if you guys want to check that out, it's Tuesday at, I think, 7 p.m. Central Time. So, yeah. Now back to net, WB9CST.
Gotcha, Richard. Thank you so much for that. And you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, 73 to WB9CST. Let's see. First of all, Fred, if you're still listening, congratulations. You made number 42, which is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. So congratulations to WAAKOC on today's net. And let me clear one more call. In for ICP. Bob, were you in and out? All right, well, nothing heard on that, so I will put not heard on that. And let's go to our only talker on this set so far, Mark, KC8FQV. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Nancy. Yeah, I heard you had a question of the day, but I didn't hear it. We were still here talking and having activity. But I'll wait until it comes around again. But yeah, it's starting to rain here in Northeast Ohio. You know, now it don't really matter if it rains. Well, I mean, it will get the ground moisture, but we certainly could have used it earlier in the summer. It would have helped crops go. But it's going to be what's going to be, I guess. Mother Nature will do what she wants to do, and we won't change it. But other than that, not a lot here happening. And, you know, if you treat people the way you treat people, that's the way I treat them back. So you want to be treated nicely, you treat me nicely. So, you know, you treat other people nicely, and you treat me. You want to treat me nice, I treat you nice. You want to treat me bad or whatever, then I treat you the same way back. So that's for certain people out there. So I'll send it back to net. Nancy, KCFQV.
Oh, pardon the pause as my node was sticking its nose into the net yet again. Thank you for that, Mark. And certainly, respect is due to everyone on the radio, as according to the rules. So there you go. We'll clear with the KC8FQV, and let's get some more check-ins in here. Let's see, Caps Lock Day, Tavern Style Pizza Day, Nuts Day, Make a Dog's Day today, and Medical Assistant Appreciation Day. So let's get some more check-ins. Please come with your calls phonetically and alphabetically. This is KI5OZZ for the net.
Foxtrot 8, Alpha Bravo Zulu, KF8ABZ. His name is Bob.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Delta Mike,
Echo 8, Victor,
KI5 WDM, Donald in the Osage. Good afternoon, Miss Nancy.
All right.
Nancy Wales is holding it open. Go ahead.
Finally fell off. Thank you for that, or thank you to whoever was behind the scenes that cut that off. Let's see. I was in the middle of calling for check-ins. I got KB8ABZ. I believe that was Bob. I believe that was your call. I got KI5WDM Donald out in the Osage, and I got Joe with a KE8 call. Joe, if you could come back with your full call for me, please.
Sorry about that. I crashed into somebody else. It's Kilo Echo 8, Victor, Quebec X-Ray, Akron, Ohio.
Gotcha, Joe. Let's see. Let me roll back up to the top here, and let's confirm with Bob. KB8ABZ, was that your call?
Good afternoon, Nancy. No, my call sign is Kilo Foxtrot 8, Alpha Bravo Zulu, KF8ABZ.
Kilo Fox 8, gotcha. All right, Bob. Well, good afternoon, and welcome to the net. How's things going in your neck of the woods?
Well, over here in Burbank, Ohio, it's windy as all get out. Wind speeds up to about 25 miles an hour and 45 degrees, and it's raining. Much needed rain, I will say that. The farmers around here, I know it's been a dust storm whenever they've been out combining beans or harvesting their corn crops out there, and that good thing they've got a cab on their combines nowadays. Otherwise, they'd be in the hospital with brown lung disease. So with that, I'm going to turn it back to you and to the rest of the net for the afternoon. Have a great rest of your day. KF8ABZ, Bob from Burbank, Ohio.
Well, Bob, I can definitely sympathize with the farmers because it's in about another month or so, we got the soybean harvest going on out here around November. Usually around Thanksgiving, and yeah, it's usually a dust bowl. So definitely thank goodness for the enclosed caps, and definitely keep those filters blown out for sure. All right, well, good to hear from you there, Bob. We'll clear with KF8ABZ, and let's pick up Donald out in the Osage, KI5WDM. Good afternoon.
W8WKY.
This is Kilo India 5, Whiskey Delta Mike. Good afternoon, Miss Nancy. Mr. Joe in the back there. Nothing going on here today. It's a beautiful day where I'm at. And I'm kind of tired. We had a long day yesterday. Slept in late. I'm just going to really take it easy today, not do anything but sit here and play on the radio and watch YouTube. Maybe learn how to build a new antenna. Right now, I'm transmitting on one that I rebuilt. It got twisted up in a windstorm. So, I just keep playing what I can play. Scrounge it up what I scrounge up to play with. Have fun doing it. Y'all have a great afternoon. Wish you well. KI5WDM. Talk to you later.
Fine business there, Donald. You enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and we'll talk on another net, and make sure to wave howdy to the other half for us. We'll clear with KI5WDM. Let's pick up, Joe, KE8VQX. Good afternoon, and welcome to the net this afternoon, and what's going on with you?
KI5OZZ, this is KE8VQX. Hi, Nancy, and everyone that's on the second hour. Just wanted to say hello on your hour here, and hey, that's 2 weeks in a row. Go me. Just looking at my shack here, which is half of the dining room table. I'm single. I can get away with that. And thinking I need to clean it up. I'm reminded of my nephew who can never clean his room up because he says it's too messy. I'm starting to understand what he means. Anyway, I'll give it back to you. This is KE8VQX, back to KI5OZZ and net control. Thanks, Nancy.
Well, Joe, I'll give you a piece of advice that my dad gave me once upon a time. When it comes to eating elephants, you can't eat it all in one bite, so just take a little bite at a time. Maybe you start with papers, or start with clothes, or whatever. Just take little bites at it, and then before you know it, it'll be done. So there you go. Good to hear from you, Joe. You have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. KE8VQX will clear with, and I'm going to try Robert again in Virginia. Maybe that dropped off on the time. I don't know. Now that I got the correct call, thank you there, KD8SLG, just Nick. November 4, India Charlie Tango, N4 ICT. Are you with us? Well, maybe he'll be able to recheck or some such like that. Well, let's take some more check-ins and see who else is out there for today's N5XQK Boredom Breaker Net. Please come with your calls. Good grief. Let's not try to do word vomit here. Come with your calls phonetically and alphabetically, please. This is KI5OZZ for the net.
Kilo India 5 Delta Alpha Yankee KI5 DAY mobile.
Kilo Delta 5
Kilo Charlie 4 Juliet Golf Charlie Tractor Trailer Mobile. Steve, current location Brandywine, Maryland.
Kilo Echo 8 Tango Quebec Romeo KE8 TQR Keith in Uniontown, Ohio.
All right, well, I've got KI5DAY in the mobile. Alan will pick you up in just a second. I got KD5AFS up in Owasso. And Steve, I did not get your full call. You clashed with Grant there. One more time on your call there, Steve, in the 18-wheel mobile.
All right, thank you. Kilo Charlie 4 Juliet Golf Charlie.
Gotcha. KC4JGC. We'll get you here in just a second, Steve. And last on the roster right there was KE8TQR. Let's head to our first mobile. Alan on the way to the salt mine. KI5DAY all day long.
KI5OZZ, KI5DAY. Hey, Nancy. Wow, I finally made it in. I didn't think I was going to. The usual list of suspects, the daily recheckers usually get me every time, and today's no exception. So it's hard to get in here sometimes, especially when you're mobile, but that's okay. That's part of the game, I guess. But, yeah, beautiful day outside. Wish I wasn't going to the Big W in more ways than one. But it is what it is, I guess. Just going to try to make the day of it. Hopefully it won't be too bad. We'll see how that goes. But it's absolutely pretty outside, so wish I could just enjoy that tonight. Stay outside all night. That'd be great, but that's not how the cards have it when you have a job. So, man, not a whole lot going on. Hoping to get into some HF this weekend. I know it's supposed to kind of be rainy and stuff, but got a few tours to do. But wanting to get a little bit of HF time if it's in between weather patterns and stuff. If we don't get too many rainstorms and stuff. But we'll see what happens. I know we could get several inches of rain over the next several days, but hopefully that's not the case. I wouldn't mind a couple inches, but don't want it to get too crazy and no big storms or nothing. But good to hear you out there again, Nancy. Thanks for doing the net today. Heard Nick saying something earlier about somebody saying he was a professional. I was just going to say he's pretty good at it. And this Saturday, Josh will be doing it, and he's also a good example to listen to as far as almost professional. But the real professional will be next Saturday on the second hour, and we all know that that's me. So if you want to hear how a net's done, by golly, listen to me when I'm on the air. Hi. KI5DAY, back to net.
Fine business there, Ellen. You make sure and mobile safe on the way to the salt mine, and be ready for Taco Tim. He's got it in for you in some way, shape, or form. So go in there with your all-American Captain America shield, and I'm sure it'll just bounce right off. So make sure to say hi to Larry the Chicken for me, all right? We'll clear with KI5DAY, and let's pick up our other mobile, Steve, in the 18-wheeler KC4JGC out in Virginia. Good afternoon.
All right, good afternoon, Nancy. KC4JGC in the big rig. Current location is Brandywine, Maryland. So getting loaded with some warehouse racking that's bound for somewhere. Last time I was up here getting this stuff, it was bound for Turkey. So I imagine it's the same deal. But yeah, I'm finally working this week after a couple of days of delays, reschedules, and other things, cancellations. Yeah. So I got today, then I got another export to run and get in Central North Carolina tomorrow, and then somehow between personal appointments, I guess I'm going to be getting that back into the port on Friday. But yeah, finally doing some work after all these delays. So beautiful day up here in Maryland, where I am. It's about 10 air miles, I guess, maybe 15 from D.C. Along US 301. Temperature is in the probably low 70s, the breeze feeling a little closer to 60. But nice fall day here in the mid-Atlantic. So yeah, nothing much else to add here. But 7-3, everyone, and until next time, KC4JGC, Brandywine, Maryland.
W8WKY.
Fine business there, Steve, and yep, in the New England-ish area, I'm sure the fall colors are just a booming up there. And yeah, the life of a trucker. Hurry up and wait, and then hurry up and wait. So yeah, been there, done that, got the T-shirt. So there you go. I'm curious though on one thing. When you're going to South Carolina and you have to go back up through Tennessee and whatnot, what's the state of I-40 going through the Smokies there at the moment, or do you know?
I don't know the details right now. Haven't been out that way in quite a while. Of course, when I have been out there this year, I haven't been out I-40 any further west than Old Fort, which is 20, maybe 25 miles due east of Asheville. But I'm pretty sure that at least on the eastbound side in the disaster area from last fall, there was still only one lane open. There's still, last time I was down there, the message boards were still saying wide loads had to pretty much go up I-26 into Tennessee before coming back down on I-81 to meet 40 again east of Knoxville. So that's as far as I know, but yeah, as far as the nitty-gritty details, I'm not aware, but yeah, that stretch of 40 through the mountains it's going to take a while for NCDOT to get all that squared away. KC4JGC.
Yeah, roger that. After that epic flooding that went through the ravine up in there, it's just absolutely catastrophic. Gosh, I can't imagine that one lane. Good gravy. That's just nuts. Yeah, I'd been up through there well before the storm. Actually, I got out of the truck well before that storm. But you make sure and keep the dirty side down, wherever you're going and whatever you're doing, and be safe and be extra careful of the mindless ones. Let's just put it that way, because they come in all different wheels. They come in 2s, 4s, and 18s, and everything in between. So there you go. Have a good afternoon there, Steve, and well, I'm sure we'll catch you on a net again. So we'll clear with KC4JGC, and let's pick up Keith, KE8TQR. Good afternoon, and how's it going for you this afternoon?
KI5OZZ, this is KE8TQR. Good afternoon, Nancy. Thank you for picking me up on your hour of the net. And my day is going very lazily. Is that a word? I hope it is. Decided when I got up this morning I wasn't going to do much. I did make a bank run, but that was all I got done outside. Just decided I think today is just going to be one of those days that not too much is going to get done. It's last time I looked at my phone, it was 47 degrees outside. I know I did go outside a little bit ago to get the mail. A light drizzle was coming down, so me and the dogs got back in the house, and that's where we plan to stay. But other than that, there's not much going on, and I don't expect more to happen. But just wanted to get in here on your hour, say hi to you, and to everyone else I haven't already said hi to on the first hour. Want to wish everyone a great afternoon, great evening, wonderful rest of the week, and I'll send this back to you, Nancy, at Net Control. Fine job you're doing on the second hour, and this is KE8TQR saying 73, and God bless.
All right, after another pause for my node sticking its nose into my net, boy, say that 3 times real quick. Thank you for that, Keith, and you have a wonderful rest of your week, Wednesday and weekend. 3 W's, good gravy. I'm on a roll. Oh, boy. Keith, have an excellent day, and I'm sure we'll hear you on another net. We'll clear with KE8TQR. Let's get some more check-ins here at the bottom of the hour, halfway through the second hour of the N5XQK Boredom Breaker Net. My name is Nancy, November Alpha, November Charlie Yankee, and I am Kilo India 5, Oscar Zulu Zulu, KI5, OZZ the Oz. I'll be waiting for your call phonetically and alphabetically.
Sure. Mark in Modford, Ohio.
Let's try this again. KI5TAQ Mobile in the taco truck.
India Bravo, KE8 UIB, John, Ohio. Recheck.
Alpha India 5 Hotel Victor, AI5HV, Greg in Broken Arrow, recheck.
Whiskey 8 Juliet Alpha X-Ray, W8JAX, Rod, Jacksonville, Florida, recheck.
Well, I definitely got some fine operators on that round. I got KE8SFS. I've got, let's see, that's Southern Mark, and KI5TAQ in the mobile. That would be the taco truck. Got KE8UIB John at the salt mine, and Rod down in Florida, W8JAX. And I'm going to kick it off with a couple of the Blue Room check-ins, W3ETB Eddie, and AI5HV there, Greg. Actually, I'm going to pick up the taco truck first since he's mobile. Go ahead there, Tim.
Good afternoon, Nancy. This is KI5TAQ. Yeah, I do have some plans for that troublemaker named Alan. I've been given permission by Nick, KD8SLG, to raise some cane with him. Oh, and of course, I might have a little fun doing it. But right now it's like 75 degrees. according to the taco truck. And hardly a cloud in the sky. My. What kind of weather are we having today? But no matter what, yeah, I would like to hear that rubber chicken named Larry come back on. I miss him. I think everybody else misses him. But something that I have seen today that is like a couple guys turned a couple of ambulances into their mobile ham radio or their mobile rigs for ham radios. So that's something to think about. And that was on a YouTube. So what more can you ask for? Maybe some more ideas. But anyways, I'll let you get on down the list. This is KI5TAQ.
Fine business there, Tim, and take it easy on Alan. You know how his poor little feelings will get hurt quick, fast, in a hurry. So don't want him to stick the Jeep on you or something silly like that. Anywho, all right, have a good one there, and make sure and mobile safe out there, and say hi to Miss Beckett for us. We'll clear with KI5TAQ, and we'll roll on up to W3ETB. Eddie in Maryland, good afternoon, and are you enjoying the fall colors?
Yeah, hi, Nancy. Yes, I am. Actually, it's really starting to change here in Maryland, and starting to get some yellows, some browns, a little bit of reddish in some of the trees. I'm sitting outside of in the hallway of the podiatrist office here. My wife is in there. She has a problem with something going on with the ball of her foot. It's making it very painful to walk. So, she's having that taken a look at. And I just got back from Safeway. Actually, I got some sugar that was supposed to be on sale for $1.99 the other day. And the wife told me, she said, there's no limit on it. So I got 4 of them for that price. And then they messed up on the receipt. So I went back, and the lady told me, she said, did you read the fine print? Down there where you have to read with a magnifying glass, it said limit 1. So I told her, I said, look, I said, I'm going to bring the other 3 back. So you expect me to come back with the other 3. Anyway, as far as noise on the radio goes, I thought about using an ooga horn, ooga, and then I said, well, maybe I shouldn't do that. It might be too loud. But anyway, I understand now, supposedly, that it's not a good idea to use noises other than your voice on the radio. So anyhow, that reminds me of a incident that I had when I was younger, in my 20s. I had put an ooga horn on my Camaro, and one day I stopped at the stoplight and behind a policeman, and all of a sudden the horn went off and decided it wasn't going to stop. So it was, and anyway, the policeman got out, came around and said, what's your problem? I said, the horn's stuck. So we had to open up the hood and disconnect it. Anyway, thankfully he didn't give me a ticket. I'll turn it back to you, Nancy, W3TV. Back to net.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about the special on the sugar being special high. That kind of stinks. I do tend to go through a lot of sugar because we feed the hummingbirds, and I make jam and different stuff like that. But the ooga horn, now I got a funny story to tell. The other half has a boat, and it's got a Mercury outboard on it, and it takes a special handshake, much like a Model A. So I got an ooga horn for the boat. So there you go. Good stuff right there. Eddie, thank you for chiming in on the net this afternoon, and hope to hear you again in the future. We'll clear with W3ETV. And let's pick up Greg, our other Blue Room participant, AI5HV. Good afternoon.
Good Good afternoon, Miss Nancy, and everyone else on the Boredom Breaker Net. This is Greg, Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor. And the good news is it's not a red room check-in. So anyway, I was going to poke fun at Tim for saying he's going to take Raisin Cane's, that's food, to Alan at work. I didn't think that was like teasing him, but anyway, Miss Nancy, I hope you and your better half are having a good week so far this week.
Yes, we are. Our oak trees are shedding slowly but surely, but we're blowing and raking them into piles and mowing them up for bird bedding. And as it rains, I'm able to get more dirt work done, so always got to play in the dirt, and then I have one of my cats as my supervisor out there, so that's always fun. Back over to you.
Well, there you go. You know, playing in the dirt is a good grounding effect, and that definitely helps with the health in the long run. I think that's what's wrong with a lot of kids these days is very few of them actually get out and play in the dirt. Of course, when we were kids, you know, that's what you did. You went outside, you played in the dirt, you rode your bike until the street lights came on, and then you were expected home for supper. And anyway, how things have changed, I guess. So definitely enjoying this cooler weather. Although my weather station's saying it's about 80 out there right now, but my watch, probably behind, saying it's 72 out there, so 75, it just updated. But anyway, don't really have much of anything else. Just want to stop in and say hi, and hope you have a wonderful rest of your week there, Miss Nancy. And I'll say 7-3, and I will turn it back over to you. This is Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor.
Fine business there, Greg, and make sure and give our best to Miss Judy, and of course, scritches on the ears for Smokey and Ginger as well. We'll clear with AI5 HV. Always good to hear from you there, Greg. And let's pick up Mark down in Wadsworth, KE8SFS. Did you play chess this morning?
Few games. I lost one game. I won a couple games, you know, a few games. Well, a few games. I won 3, you know, but I lost one game. But it turned out okay. It's a good day for me. And we got 45 degrees here, Nancy, and light rain. And I know I drove in that rain. You know, it's nasty, you know, and I had the wipers, you know, and it's still saying 11% chance of rain, which is raining now. Feel like 45 degree, and wind is 10 mile per hour west southwest, you know. So we got a light freeze, and gas price is $3.14 to $3.19 all around Wadsworth, and let me drop this for a bit. Going okay. Like I say, I did good today on chess. And I enjoyed myself, and you know, turned out okay and everything. You know, I like playing chess, you know, and you know, I'm getting good at it more than every day, you know, and I play also online, and you know, I'll probably play chess online later on today. When I got time. Out of that, that's pretty much it there, you know. So I'm going to give it back to you, Nancy. You're running the net good. Here at 8, sir, Pacto, sir.
Well, good stuff there, Mark. And can't shake a stick at 3-1 on your chess games. That's pretty doggone good. And, it might be light rain and wet and having to drive in it, but at least it isn't the white stuff. Believe me, I'm not going to say the S word just yet because I know y'all ain't due for it. So at least it's not that stuff, and be thankful for that. So good to hear from you, Mark, and keep up the good work on the chess games. We'll clear with KE8SFS, and let's go down to John at the salt mine, KE8UIB. Good afternoon.
KI50ZZ, KE8UIB. Good afternoon, Nancy, everybody out there on the net. Just want to jump on, say hello real quick, and just want to stop in on your hour and say hi, Nancy, and thanks for getting me in, and thanks for running the net. Without you guys, this is KE8UIB. I'll hand this back over to Net Control, 7-3, y'all. Oh, and Nancy, as far as National Pizza Day, wise man once said, forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza. Quote from Michelangelo, the Ninja Turtle. 7-3.
Fine stuff indeed for National Tavern Style Pizza Day indeed. But John, I can't let you go without your moniker.
Just for you, Nancy, this is KE8UIB. You guys live in a $5 dream, a nickel at a time. 7-3, y'all.
Fine business, John, and make sure to plink a nickel in there for me as well. So you have a great rest of your day at the JOB, and I'm sure we'll pick you up again on another net. KE8UIB we'll clear with, and let's pick up Rod down in Florida, W8JAX. I'm sure you have a four-legged and a two-legged companion there with you, maybe, huh?
W8WKY.
Well, good afternoon there, Nancy, and to all on the Boredom Breaker net. Actually, we just got back home here from a nice long walk, so I'm all by myself here in the radio room. But I did want to get on the second hour and say hello to you, and we have an absolutely beautiful day down here. It's ticked up 1 degree. We're up at 77 degrees right now under sunny skies, but it's really nice day. And I hope all is well with you, and hopefully that shoulder of yours is almost all healed up by now. With that, I'll turn it back to you there, Nancy. W8JAX. We'll be clear.
Well, thanks for stopping by there, Rod, and make sure to wave howdy to Wendy and give Miss K9 LUCY a scritch on the head for us. And glad to have you pick up the mic on my net, indeed. We'll clear with W8JAX, and that is the bottom of the list for now, ladies and gents. Let's see who else is out there. Please come to your calls, phonetically and alphabetically. This is KI50ZZ for the net. I'm listening.
KC5JVT. Hello, Charlie 5, Juliet Victor Tango. Butch in Ardmore, Oklahoma.
KI50ZZ, this is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf, KD8 SLG, Macon, Ohio.
Well, I got a couple of good ones there. KC5JVT down in Ardmore. Good to hear you in there, Butch. Nick, sounded like you were mobile. Am I mistaken?
I just grabbed a different radio and came in on the node that's connected up to Oklahoma, so I know I was getting through. That's all. KD8 SLG.
All right, well, I'll pick you up here in a minute and throw you in the back of the bus. Hi. Butch, KC5JVT, what's shaking down on Ardmore today?
Yes, ma'am. It's already 80 degrees down here. So our cool front that came through last night didn't last too long, but it's going to cool off more, they keep saying. I just got through eating lunch. Just got through eating my Brahms ice cream. It's about 5,000 calories, but it sure was good. That's all from Ardmore. This is KC5 JBT Clear.
Yeah, but I stopped by there yesterday and picked me up a cone, and they have the Christmas flavors out already, which my favorite is the eggnog, and I can't bring myself to try any of the other Christmas time flavors. But so, what was on your docket with the ice cream today?
Well, I had been to the grocery store and got some groceries, but in my entire life, I don't think I've ever ate a Brahms ice cream sandwich until about 2 weeks ago. And of course, the ice cream's delicious, but what's so different from the ones I get at the store is the ones at the store, you feel like you're fighting a bobcat to get the wrapper off. These wrappers on these Brahms ice cream sandwiches are so easy to take off. I don't know if they got a wax coating on them or what, and they're delicious. So I'm sticking with Brahms. This is the KC5 JBT Clear.
Well, pardon the pause again with my nosy node in my net, but Butch, I'll have to keep that in mind. Yes, you described it very aptly, where you're fighting a bobcat to get the wrapper off of, quote, normal grocery store ice cream bar sandwiches, and it's like they purposely make the outer part of that, the cookie part, wafer, whatever you want to call it, to stick to the wrapper, and half of it winds up going that way. So definitely have to keep that in mind. And I know you're not a paid representative of Brahms, and neither am I, but I tell you what, it's good stuff. So, Butch, you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday down there. Thanks for sticking your nose in my net. That's much more appreciated than my node. So we'll clear with KT8JBT, and let's pick up Nick, KD8SLG, and see what you got going on this afternoon. Maybe a nap is in order?
Maybe. KI50ZZ, KD8SLG. Good afternoon, Nancy. Again, and all the Boredom Breaker netizens. Funny how that node can be on for hours and I don't hear it, and then like you start calling a net and it seems to pop up every time you want a key, at least every third or fourth try. What fun. Hey, you know why I'm here. I want to remind everybody about the Beacon Net tonight. It's at 10 o'clock Eastern. That's 9 o'clock Tulsa time. Early check-in start a half hour before the net. Allstar node 48496, Echolink W8WKY-R. If you can get here, you can't get there because we are linked up to the Boredom Breaker Hub. Maybe I'll see you there tonight, Nance. I'll be there. We'll have trivia with Josh and Lucy, and Dustin should be back, and you only have to listen to me for a half an hour. KD8SLG, back to net control.
Nick, thank you so much for the reminder of the Beacon Net this evening, and that you will be the pre-net control. And it'll be neat to see what's going on with the Josh and Lucy show this evening. So there you go. Good stuff. We'll clear with KD8SLG. We've got a few more minutes before the top of the hour. Let's see if there's anyone else that wants to get in on today's net. This is KI5OZZ. Please come with your calls phonetically and alphabetically. I'm listening.
Delta 8, Lima Alpha, WD8LLA, Neo and Brewster, Ohio.
Well, Neil, it sounds like you're all by your lonesome. this afternoon. WD8LLA. It's been a minute since I've chatted with you. How you doing?
KI5OZZ. Good afternoon, Miss Nancy, and everyone on the net. Thank you, Nick, and you for running the nets. I can't believe how much time you guys are able to put into it. It's great. Anyhow, there's not much going on here, and I am alone. My wife went grocery shopping, so I've got all the audio turned up real loud. I can hear good. I've been working on a SWR meter here. I got the bulb burned out in it, and they sent me the wrong replacement bulb, but I tried to redo it, and I think I broke the meter movement, so I'm going to the Maslin Ham Fest. I'll have to look one up. That's about all I have here, and everybody stay safe out there. Thanks again, Miss Nancy. This is Whiskey Delta 8 Lima Lima Alpha for Metropolitan Brewster 73.
Well, Neil, thank you for the kind words, and I tell you, if it wasn't for check-ins such as yourself, we wouldn't have a net to run. So there you go. Good stuff. You make sure and have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. I'm sure it's decked out in various shades of Ohio gray. And good weekend also, and hopefully I'll hear you again on one of the nets between now and then. So we'll clear with WD8LLA, and things seem to be slowing down, so I'm going to go ahead and make this last call for today's N5XQK Boredom Breaker Net. This is KI5OZZ, and I'm listening for your call. Please come phonetically and alphabetically. Last call.
W8WKY.
Kilo India 5, Zulu Delta Foxtrot, KI5ZDF, Tim, in and out for the count.
Kilo Echo 5, November, Charlie Papa, KE5NCP, Tom, Osage County, Oklahoma.
Kilo 4, Oscar Golf, K4OG, Mark in Copley.
All right, fine business. I've got KI5ZDF, the maker of, gosh, I can't remember the name of it. Tim, tell me, come back in here and tell me what it is that you made that app.
Yes, ma'am, it's ragchew.app, RAGCHEW.alpha papa papa, and it's a website. We call it an app because it's a web app, but it's really a website, and you can log in and do NetLogger with it without NetLogger, so you can use a phone or a web browser. So, yeah, let me know if you what you think about it. So that's it. KI5ZDF. Back to you.
Fine business, Tim. I wrote it down, and I will check it out. I haven't just yet, but I will in the near future. Thanks for your in and out there, KI5ZDF. And let's see, I also got Tom in there, KE8NCP. Haven't talked to you in a minute. And, oh, God, the original gangster, Mark, is going to be my tail gunner today. Oh, my goodness, what am I going to do? All right, let's kick it off with Tom, KE5NCP. Good afternoon, and I haven't seen or heard from you in a minute. How's it going?
Hey, good afternoon there. Thought I'd check in and get on the books today. Been listening for a little bit here since you put out last call. Figured I'd better either get with the program or forget about it, one of the two. It's been a beautiful day out. I wish I was outside working, but had too much to do inside today, so we've been doing a lot of domestic stuff and trying to get all that wrapped up while we got a free day here before we have to head back into town tomorrow. But anyway, just enjoyed listening to the net there, and want to make sure you got that call right. That's Kilo Echo 5, November Charlie Papa. And anyway, if you'd like, you could proxy in the XYL. That's KG5RDX for your count. And Other than that, we'll just enjoy the rest of the day and say 73. KE5 NCP.
Roger that, Tom. Make sure in Proxy and Charlie, I believe her name is. Good to hear from you. And have a great weekend, and hope to hear from you again soon. We'll clear with KE5 NCP. And let's pick up Mark, tail gunner for the day, K4OG. Good afternoon.
KI5OZZ, K4OG. Good afternoon, Nancy. Thank you for that intro. Mighty fine, mighty fine. Well, Nancy, I'm sure you've heard the weather up here 15 times at least, 47 degrees, and I'm watching it rain on my windshield. I was self-absorbed in work looking for a GIF on tenor for circus peanuts, and I couldn't find one to save my life. I'm thinking that they're so disliked, there's not even a GIF for them. So then I realized, oh my gosh, the Boredom Breaker net's on, so I ran out here and wanted to say hi. So since I'm your tail gunner, I will say you don't even have to do a random act of kindness. Just be kind and do nice something for somebody. Makes you feel good inside. It does me anyway. And with that, we'll let you shut her down, Nancy. Thanks for running the net and getting me in here. K4OG, back to net.
Well, I guess my note had to have the last word. So much for being a tail gunner. But excellent advice, and thank you so much for that, Mark. Always good to hear from you, and hopefully we'll hear from you on another net. We'll clear with K4OG, and that is the bottom of the net. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank each and every one of you who have checked in with me and with Nick today. Great to hear from all of you, and I'd like to thank the SARA Club in Ohio for hooking us up this afternoon. And I believe the Fireside Conference has hooked us up, and various other nodes and users. Thank you so much for tuning in. And howdy to you all who didn't have time to check in. I want to make sure and get that in there. And thank you to the RCWA for hosting the net on the 147 Mark 090 machine in Claremore, Oklahoma. Fantastic club, by the way, run by some really fine people and fine members indeed. Let me give it a break. I'll go ahead and declare this net closed at 1800 Zulu or 1400 Central Standard Time with a total of 65 check-ins. Thank you so much for everyone checking in, and I will return the frequency back to normal amateur radio use, whatever that may be, and declare the net closed. Remember, folks, when tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. This is KI5OZZ 73.
Electrical.
Well, go in a hurry somewhere, KSFQV.
W8WKY.